these are sizable books. They are minimum 200 pages. You can download them absolutely for free by simply going to, for example, this one, you just go to getmymarriageback.com, smartrealestatewholesaling.com, realestatemoneysecrets.com. So yes, I am a 3 times author, and those books are out there for your consumption, and they are also available everywhere on Amazon, anywhere that you pick up books. So in case you prefer a physical book like that. All right, welcome back. So on this episode is for men in general, but I think anyone can benefit from it. Ladies, you can also benefit from it. I wanted to talk about understanding hierarchy and authority, right? Hierarchy and authority. And this is very important because one of the things that I've seen in this space is people lacking the ability to read a room. That's one thing, right? That's a little bit similar, a little bit, correlate, but precisely people have a problem with authority in this new generation. And there are many ways that they show. One of the ways that they show it is, for example, I could be hearing, listening to someone talk, and right now I personally don't feel like I have the authority to ask how old are you, even if it's a man that looks a whole lot younger than me. It could be the age of my son. My son is 13, right? And and they'll be like, what does that matter, right? Or you could be like, are you married? Like the conversations could be about marriage or relationship in general, and you say, are you married? And there's like, why should that matter? Well, I'll tell you why it matters. It's because honestly, the highest authority in all of this is experience. Like not even your teacher in school, right? Experience. Like when people have had experience, even if they don't have the results or desired or desirable results, that experience is something you want to tap into, because at the very minimum, they can share with you what not to do, right? At the very minimum. And that will be extremely invaluable to you. You would agree, right? All right, so that's one, right? So usually age or marital status, right? I've played a video here before. I did a reaction video to Nick at Night. Right after I did a reaction to the video between her and TLA, right? Where this woman, a lady, was asked if she was married, and then she said, it depends. That's after she ranted on and gave basically intellectual diarrhea about marriage, right? And there's a lot of people like that in the social media space. And honestly, I personally don't think anything is wrong with it. But in the same token, I don't think anything is wrong when people hear your words. If they hear immaturity in your voice and they say, hey, how old are you? I don't see anything wrong with that. But that's precisely what they call, we're policing them. So back to the topic, hierarchy and authority, right? What we find, I don't want to be one of those people that seems like you're old and now you're telling people, I promise you, that's not what I'm trying to do. Now you're telling people they should be respectful to their elders. I promise that's not even my personality. That's not what I'm trying to do. For those of you that followed me from Clubhouse, you know that I am it's probably 2 other people that are older than me, right? And I'm okay with just acting cool. Everybody call me by my name, my first name, Ola, and I'm okay. I like it that way because honestly, I feel young. I feel 20 years younger, and I like to keep it that way. You know what I mean? Right? So, but I also don't want to do you a disservice by not telling you this part of the equation, this part of what I call the power play, For those of you that are Nigerians, hopefully some of you are here, you understand this. You get this part of politics in Nigeria. For every big politician that you know right now, there's once upon a time, probably less than 20 or 15 years ago, this person was carrying somebody's Bible, somebody's pocketbook, right? And they were following them, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. And then that person has become the governor right now. Some of you know who I'm talking about, the governor of a whole state. And you may look at that as a terrible example, since some of those people are corrupt politicians. But that has nothing to do with what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is that sometimes it looks like you're taking an L short term because of hierarchy. In every community you go to, gentlemen, you have to be aware that there's hierarchy and there's authority. All right. And if it's not that obvious, ask someone. Who do we defer to here? Right. And here's why I'm saying that. There was something that happened in a little community I'm a part of where a young 19-year-old man decided to be disrespectful to everyone and basically call people out and say to hell with them and nothing's gonna happen, all this, all that, right? And he got kicked out of the community. But come to find out that it's the same repetitive problem over and over again. It's just someone who is not willing to listen. They, probably because, again, what can you tell a 19-year-old? They know everything that you know from a knowledge standpoint, from an intellectual standpoint. They're probably even smarter than you. IQ's high up there, right? But anybody that has lived life, you understand that it's not what you know, it's who you know. That's the reality. See, some of you like to face reality, but you forget that the reality is that you lack experience. When I ask you, how old are you? I'm not asking so I can belittle you. As a matter of fact, I'm asking you as an opportunity to have you earn additional respect. Because you're already in a conversation with me, and there's a good chance that I feel like you're younger than me, probably potentially 10 years or a lot more younger than me, right? So you already earned enough respect to even be in my presence and be talking to me. That means I respect you. Because if I don't respect you, I won't engage you, period. But then I am now offering additional opportunity to earn additional respect by asking your age. And the way you answer that is everything, bro. Everything. Literally. It's everything. The way you answer that is everything. So if you go and say, oh, I'm 28. I'll be like, oh, wow. Interesting. That's probably what you're going to get from me. I understand there are some other people that will say, no wonder you're a little boy. Yes, there's some people. But again, even at that, you're supposed to own your age with your full chest, right? Because it's an indication of your experience and you've earned it, whatever your age is, right? But again, the idea of running away from answering that question as a man, I understand women will say, hey, you don't ask a lady. I get that part. That's whatever. That's chivalry, right? I get that. But to the ladies, if you start to talk out of your ass, I can hear it, right? I can feel it. I feel like you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And I say, are you married? You have to own with your full chest that you are single, because you will earn that much respect from me as well, right? Just by being okay with you being asked that question. And even if I cross the line, what am I talking about? I'm talking about hierarchy and authority. That is lacking. The reason for hierarchy and authority, here's the reason. It's for structure. The world is chaotic as it is already, right? But you know that as much as we like varieties, we like certainty. And the only way to create certainty is to build some kind of structure, right? Whatever result you're looking to achieve, as I was saying earlier, is who you know, is not what you know. And sometimes the level of humility you bring into context, into conversations, will have people bowing to your feet, looking for ways to bless you, looking for ways to add more value to your life. But if you're leading with arrogance and you're like, hey, it's just a debate, you'll be right. But you can also be rightfully missing out on serious opportunities, because you just never know who you're talking to. You don't know. Oh my God, all the opportunities in this world that you're going to achieve in this lifetime is already in the hands of someone. Yes. It's already in the hands of someone. Someone is in possession of the money you're going to make right now. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, but it depends on how you move. It's going to flow to you or flow away from you, right? Even value. The other day I was talking to someone about how Russia lost about 33% of the value of the Russian market value, right? In the first 3 days that they invaded Ukraine. And to be frank with you, that's how value works generally speaking. It's neither you thought that 33% like it just disappeared. No, he went into the hands of other people, right? Or other group of people or other countries or something like that, either in the form of some kind of form of energy, because again, energy is neither created nor destroyed. It transforms into other forms and it moves from one form to the other. And you need to be aware of that. So the point here is that hierarchy and authority create structure. Humility, right? Humility, the way you bring humility into a context is to make sure you identify the authority, especially you gentlemen. Identify the authority. The authority could be younger than you. Be okay with that. Listen, the cream always rises to the top. It will flow to you if it belongs there. In weird ways, sometimes it's not as straightforward. But your own job is to bring some humility into the equation, and you can still be assertive. You can also add value, right? You can be masculine in how much value you add as opposed to what you're about to take. Does that make sense?